This, or do y'all don't know this? Do y'all know how much money you wasting every day? And then you're wondering, how can I save money? How can I get an investment? How can I be a better person? How can I keep money in my pocket? I'll show you right now. Try this. Check this out, right? It's all started from an app. I was on my phone. It's an app that I already used from last year. So it's an app is called QuickBooks. So QuickBooks tracks everything in your phone. You put your cards in there and it tracks everything. You put the card, is it'll track if you ate McDonald's or Burger King, whatever you're going to, Chipotle, all your subscription, everything is coming right out. So that gave me an idea of like, how can I save money on stuff that I don't use? So I was going through the app because I had this app, QuickBooks, because I needed for my ATM business that I started last year. Earlier this year, I'm looking at the tracking stuff because when you do taxes, you got to see what expenses you got. Wasn't that much because of the ATM business. So I'm going through the phone, and at this time I was before diabetes too. So sometimes I see McDonald's, I see Chipotle, seen Wendy's in there too. And most of the time it was kind of healthy too. But as in like Wendy's, I get the Wendy's salad. Get off my back, get off my back. So I'm going through all this stuff, and I'm just like, damn, Chipotle twice a week, 3 times. Okay, then I went 5 times that month. And then you realize how you spending money. You spend money like, usually like a meal is like, what, 15 to 20 bucks. And, also like McDonald's. Like if I just get a sandwich in the morning, a OJ, and then later on get Chipotle. And since I'm doing this healthy stuff because of the diabetes, I'm literally buying fruits every couple of days. And even with that, I'm learning how to save and how to be a better person and save more money on just those healthy stuff. At one point I was buying fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and all this other stuff. And then I realized I can just do it in a bag, frozen bag, keep me from wasting my time. I keep going, and on top of that, I can, just have it frozen. It'll last a little bit longer rather than just keeping stuff in the refrigerator and then I'm wasting it. All right, I'm off topic now. Let me get back on topic. I'm going through my list, thinking like, dang, I'm spending a lot of money on just food, and not even just the food. I'm just like, I'm noticing stuff that I haven't used in a while. As you guys know, if you guys don't know, I'm a collector, so I work Monday through Friday, so I'm driving their vehicle. And I have my own vehicle, and I have like a subscription. I have a XM subscription. It's like, I have like one of the best versions, I guess, and I got it for like, I think $23 a month. But it came to realize it's like, I've barely been turning, when I drive that car, because I barely drive it anyways, I'm driving that car and I'm not even listening to the radio. Half the time I'm on YouTube, listening to the phone, or I'm just literally not even playing the radio, or just have the normal radio on. So I just thought like, I could just cut that bill right out. So that's a save right there. And I seen that bill in my my list. So also, that was the XM radio, and this is also based on the car too. I was doing car wash every few days when I was driving my car a lot, because I was doing DoorDash, Grubhub, and all the ride sharing and stuff too. And I realized I haven't did a car wash in months. So that's a subscription that I paid, which is like $21. So I know you guys kind of getting it now. So that's like 20, and then another 21 was 23, 20. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's $43. Stuff that I barely use. So it only makes sense to cancel those. Or you can do this too. You can call them, try to cancel, or even when you cancel on the phone, it literally just says, would you like it for this much? Like this is on XM radio. Would you like it for $6 a month? I actually did this last year before. Would you like it $6 a month and for a year, and then it'll go back to $23? And you could decline it or whatever you choose. But I completely cut it right off. Let me save $23. And then the car wash, I just been going around in the world. Like, I realized I can just spray off my car, and they have the little pull up thing. You pull up, it's like $5, $6 at some places. And they got the little soap and everything. I can do it myself, spray it off. And usually I go car wash, I can just do once every 2 weeks. And I barely drive my car. Before, when I was just doing all driving jobs, I was doing car wash just maybe 2-3 times a week. And that was only because I was driving and half the time I was bored because I wasn't getting no orders. So that's a save on those two things. And I also realized basketball season just finished. I was paying subscription for that on one team, and it was like $16.99. So that's like a league pass. I can watch every single Warrior game. I don't have that no more. And then if you guys, I know everybody got these. I know they got Netflix. I know you got the Hulu, Paramount. You know, there's all these subscriptions. You know, Disney Plus and all this extra stuff. You know, whether it's on Prime and then you add in these certain ones like the channels. You know, for $5.99, $3.99, $2.99, and all that stuff adds up. You know, if you're using it every day, it's worth keeping all those membership. But if you're not using it, there you go. That's your saving right there. Saving is your earning too. People don't believe in that. So when I'm looking at it, you know, I did those 2 subscriptions, and I believe it was one more. Oh yeah, the basketball, like I was just saying. Those between those 3 is like almost $60. So now $60 save at the end of the month. So that's probably, I don't have to pay a phone bill. My phone bill is like $62 or something like that. I ain't got to pay my phone bill. And that's another way to get financial free. You know, you want to, you know, if I just save that much, I can literally take that $60 and put it on anything else. So guys, that's like a key way. Just go through your stuff, see what you have there, see what you're not using, see if it's worth it. Even like when you eating out and all this other stuff, do you need to eat Chipotle every day, every other day? Or do you need to go out every single day? You know, every weekend? People, that's funny. Once Friday comes, like they ready, they splitting off 100, 150 to the side, off the rip, no matter what. Up $150 for the bar, whatever, strip club, whatever it is. Some people $200, $300, $300. Because, you know, I know they got to get the fit. Friday, Saturday, getting a whole brand new fit for $100. So all that stuff, people can do that, you know, week to week. And you know, if that's the life they want to live, they can live it. But if you guys want to save money, you can cut back what you eating. You know, not saying to cut it all out, because I enjoy Chipotle. I like certain stuff. But, you know, don't try to 2-3 times a week and whatever. At the end of the month, you're probably thinking like, damn, I wish I had an extra couple dollars. Even every week, you're probably thinking like, damn, I wish I had gas money. I wish I had marijuana money. I wish I had cigarette money. All this stuff. But you can't have that. You just got to cut back on certain other stuff. Go on those subscriptions, cancel the subscriptions, and then the way you move in life too, and what you do, you know, can be your saving. And honestly, it'll be your saving, and it'll be a way to actually invest in something. And then I'll say something because, you know, I don't want to be a person investing in this, invest in that, invest in this. It's all on you. If you're happy, whatever you about to invest in, and you love it, yeah, just invest in that. You know, but like I said, just start off slow by saving on just little stuff like that. It's little simple apps like that. If you're struggling every month, just go through an app. And I believe they have Money Rocket. Money Rocket actually is an app. I never used it before, but there is an app called Money Rocket, and it pretty much shows all your subscriptions on there and stuff. And then you can go through it, and you can just go say, damn, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Because I seen it, because I do it all the time. I go through my phone, I'm thinking like, damn, how the hell am I gonna make money this month, man? Because look, they cut my hours to 40. This and this. Food is going up. I'm buying food every couple days now because, you know, I'm buying fruits and this. And I feel like I can't win. The rent is going up. And I did a video on that with the rents going up. And it's just like, I can't win. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff, you know, I want to do for my mom, my niece, my nephew. You know, just even just a little activity or stuff. And then if you just look back, it's like, damn, this is a lot. But all we have to do is sit back and see what we're not using. You know, whatever it is, if it's not in use, it got to go. Because once those go, you find yourself with some money, then you're looking at it, you're just like, damn, it's an extra $40-$50. This is perfect, you know what I'm saying? You know, and on top of that, when life hits you, when the job's not giving you the hours and stuff like that, you know, you got something simple that you can just do to actually save money, and you can use it in other places.